And how's it going? It's your boy JB, and we are back with another episode of the Old Man Road to Glory. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to craft the World Tour Brazilian SBC and objectives to get those players. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so the EA have dropped another one of these kind of League SBC style jobbies for the Brazilian leagues, or at least Brazilian players, at least anyway. But you get a wee 85/2 at the end, which is nice. So I just thought it might be a good thing, given that it's out for so long. There's another 38 days on it. That we would just do it, and I'll show you how I do it and kind of where I get the cards from to do it, so I don't have to necessarily pay for them. The club is very bare at the minute because obviously Team of the Year's just passed, so we're kind of all, wrecked from that, really. Club-wise, all of our clubs need filled back up again, but effectively what it is just a League SBC style of thing where you need to put in a load of, different loads of different teams with varying leagues involved, but mainly with Brazilian players in. Includes the top 5 leagues and everything from there. So I thought it'd be worthwhile me showing you how I actually do these things most of the time, and that is via the upgrade section. So you will see, if I can find them in here, so many upgrades, of course. Excuse me, the daily silver, bronze, and gold upgrades. So I do these every day. I fill my club up every single day with new stuff. I constantly recycle them. I keep them if there's nothing good. If there's no player picks or anything like that, I don't use them. Again, I just leave them in the club until they're of use for this. And essentially, what I find is whenever you do it this way, it's very, very straightforward. Now, what I would do is I don't kind of do these one by one anymore. I've kind of wasted enough time in my life to not be too worried about it, but I always try and put it out of the storage first if I can. But if you go all, it'll do storage first, and then it will do teams, ignore position, always yes, always load a high, and it just take the marker off because it's just going to go from 45 upwards anyway. Hit the button. See, in they go. Very straightforward, very easy to do. Nothing overly exciting. I think the trick still works for the preview. For those of you who don't know how to do that, it's just the right, what's it called, R1, just twice till it comes across to the previewed pack, and then you press X on PlayStation, and it opens the pack just automatically to save you having to go through the old doodad. I would always say don't use Squad Builder at the beginning. Go into the actual thing itself and go back to Squad Builder, and you see it keeps your place. Just change that to silver. I'll do exactly the same thing for me there, and that will get me excuse me, a set of 11 players, right? So go ahead and open those so we've got them in the club, and then I'll go and show you how I do them. This one, I'm pleased to say, is exceptionally easy compared to what we see before. But you'll see here that we get a Brazilian player there, which is always good. And we get a player that we can discard for coins. So good for making a couple of pound at least anyway. And then the 11 golds, same again. We'll rifle through these just to check and see what we got, but nothing overly major there. This guy will go in the storage, and this guy will go out from here. So I'll do all of that. Do it every single day. Just never forget to do it, right? It takes 5 minutes. You can go onto the mobile app or go onto the web app while you're at work and just do it. It's very, very easy and very, very straightforward. This one is slightly different in the way that it's laid out, right? So as you'll see for each, there's 78 rated squads. There's 2 78s. Is that right? Yeah, 2 78s. The rest are 80s until you get to the 84s, right? 84s, you should have loads of those in your club if you're doing 84/5s every day, so they should be very easy to knock off. It's these ones here that have loads of different things in them. So if we go and try and do this first one right now, so we can see we need the League of Portugal, a Turkish League player, a Saudi League player, and an MLS or an Eredivisie. So I'll probably go MLS for that because we'll keep Eredivisie for the League SBCs. And it's just a case of going through and picking them up. So we'll go MLS first. I want to go with gold because I want to get 78s. And the first thing I'm doing automatically is looking to see if we have any Brazilian players. Right, we don't. So I'm just going to put him there. Then I know I need a excuse me, I know I need a, what else do we need? Let's see if we can find a player that we need. League of Portugal player is what we need for definite. Do we have any? We don't. So I'm going to stick to that 78 then where possible. Again, I'm going to go and look for who's next. Who was next on the list? Roshan. Saudi League. Excuse me. Here we go. We've got our Brazilian players. We've got one of our Brazilian players. We could also use Malcolm here as well, but we'll not do that for now. And who was the other one that we needed? It was the Turkish League. So it'll be at the very end. There it is there. See if we can find another one in here. We have Fred. So let's use Fred, right? So you can see that we've covered off everything with the exception of the 78 rated, right? So all I'll do now is go squad builder. You'll see it's kept to my previous requirement. I'll not be too worried about that if I can get away with it. What I'll do is I'll go gold common, or maybe I'll just go gold actually. And again, it'll be the same, but this time it's 78 I want, right? So I'm going to do 78 here to see what it gives me. Maybe do 79 just to see, be on the safe side. And I'm just going to click run. And there we go. So I don't have enough I don't have enough. There's only 75s here, which is annoying because I think what I actually did was wrong. So I'll show you why in a wee second when we get rid of all these players, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I often do whenever I'm putting these things together. Pretty sure that was on low to high. Don't want low to high, want high to low, because you want it to go from 79. So you'll see here. So if I now change that to high to low, it'll start at 79, work its way through. And there we go. That's done. First one done. Easy peasy. Small prime gold players bank in the bank. And it is literally a case of going through each one and doing exactly the same thing. The only difference being for these, you only need 5 Premier League players. So I would just put in the 5 Premier League players and have done with it. And it's still the same. I would look for Brazilian players because you still need to put one in your team. So what I'll do is I will go and do this the whole way through. I'll come back then once I've done that. You'll see me finish it off, taking the player, getting the packs, and then we'll open up the packs at the end of the video. Very, very straightforward. Just make sure that you're filling up your club with those daily bronzes, daily silvers, and the daily golds. You can see at some point, those daily silvers, you can put in the 3 gold packs and continue to rinse and repeat. And that's what's going to give you all the players that you need here for free. Okay, so I'll be back in a wee second with the packs. Alrighty then, so that is the last squad completed for the wee jumbo gold. That should get us hopefully another rare player pack with the World Tour Brazil having been completed. We will of course go over to the objective and get it completed as well. So we'll take both of those. So we will get Vitor Aroque and an 85/2. Very nice indeed. Let's go open those packs and see how we get on. So that's it. Like this has to be the most straightforward out of all the ones that we've done so far, probably because there's no Brazilian league. If there was a Brazilian league, it would be way harder for sure, but there's not, so it's all good. Nearly every single one of these packs is going to be tradable as well, so you will make coins off this if you choose to do so. I for one just put whatever I've got in, because it will all help towards the League SBC grind. So we're going to get back on that grind again now that you know, all of these things, you know, team of the year and everything has been completed. So you know yourself, we just move. They're not the best of packs either. We'll just take what we can get out of them. But the pack at the end, the 85/2, I'll be hopefully getting something nice in that, all being well. Even if it's just fodder towards George Best. Yo, Menj again. Got her in the last episode, of course. But Duplicate, as always. Small Electrum. Good thing about these smaller packs as well, feature stars, quite a lot of silvers and quite a lot of common gold, so you do have a possibility of getting them in these. It is a small possibility, but definitely worth keeping an eye on. Small prime. So absolutely worthwhile, you know, continuing on. Hammy McTar's coming up now, I think. If I remember rightly. He's the only German that I know of. Oh! Is Royce playing there as well now? Didn't even know Royce was there. There you go. Learn something new every day, huh? But a good old round of players there, which is nice. Small Electrum again. Excuse me. That's for Tessie. There we go. More for the club. Electrum players. And again, Providence. Lots of players for the club there. Always nice, Electrum players. It's Andre. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, we're coming to the end of them now. We'll do the jumbos before we get to the rare golds. Or the rare players pack, I should say. And the big one at the end. What do we get here? Get a wee choice. Like, we'll take this man here because we don't have him. He can go on into the club for sure. Jumbo gold again. No walkout on this one. It's a Spanish CDM though. It's Okie 83, very nice. Oh, we've already got him apparently. We'll take the £2,000, no. 2,000 coins. So, last but not least, rare players pack tradable. There's no walkout in it. Imagine rare players packs that have walkouts in them now. Who's this going to be? Danny Olmo 84. We already have, I think, if I remember rightly. Oh, we must have used them in that last set of SBCs. But there you go. That is how you do it. And like I said, it couldn't be any more straightforward than it was. Definitely way more straightforward than what we had before. But as we get through the seasons, we'll keep doing these and I'll show you how to do them. But very, very simple. 85 by 2 to finish us off. It is going to be a walkout finally, which is nice. And by the looks of it, it's going to be a Lewandowski. So there we go. Not too bad at all. And there we go. Very, very straightforward indeed. Nothing overly major, but nice to get the packs, of course. And your boy JB, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all again very, very soon.